Part 1. White Clouds. Great Tree Moon. 3 houses. The icy winds of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter, and the verdant fields once again spring to life across Fodlan, heralding the start of a new year. As they celebrate the dawning year, the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree. The continent of Fodlan, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights. To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance. Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fodlan and these 3 mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
This will be your first time at the monastery. I'd be happy to show you around.
It really is Fodlan in a nutshell. The good and the bad.
Like it or not, we'll be there soon enough. There it is. Garrick Mock Monastery.
Is here.
I wonder, did the flow of time bring you here?
It's been years since I've last set eyes on this place. To be forced to see her now, You saw her in the courtyard earlier, didn't you? The Archbishop, Lady Rhea. As you know, the majority of folks in Fodlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seros. The leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Thank you for your patience, Gerald. My name is Seteth. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Right. Hello.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Yes. Born many years after I left this place. I wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois. What is your name? A fine name indeed. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for saving those students of the Officers' Academy. Gerald, you already know what it is I wish to say, do you not?
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you? I won't say no, but
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
I can't believe it. Forced back into the Knights of Seros. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Looks like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well. Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it. You heard those brats earlier talking about the Officers' Academy, right? Well, the Academy just happens to be short a professor. And apparently that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Rhea.
So, you must be the new professor. My, how stern and handsome you are.
No. I'm not the one you're looking for. You can handle things from here. Good luck. And watch out for Lady Rhea. I don't know what she's thinking making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
Oh, it's you then? So young.
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated, as you well know. I am Hanneman, a Crest Scholar and Professor at the Officers' Academy. I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you. I look too pretty for that line of work, do I? But yes, when I'm not teaching, I can be found in the infirmary. If you're ever lonely, please do come and pay me a visit. I would love to.
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuela. Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses. I expect you haven't yet been briefed on the nature of each, have you?
Do you really not know? Fine. I'll do you a favor and explain. The Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin. The Black Eagle House is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next Emperor.
The Blue Lion House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Their house leader this year is Prince Dimitri. He is to be the next king of Fargus.
Lastly, there is the Golden Deer House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
To think that the next Emperor, King, and Sovereign Duke are all here. It certainly is a promising year for the Academy.
I'll say. I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the Academy to get your bearings. And when you've a moment, please stop by my research laboratory.
The old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way. I suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids. I'm sure Lady Rhea will have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going. Good luck. You'll need it.
Have you no intention of changing your mind, Rhea? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is...
I have made my decision, Sedith. I know worrying comes naturally to you, but there is truly no need. That stranger is Gerald's flesh and blood, after all.
I can't say that's all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Gerald character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago? I would remind you that Flame is now here with us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary risk.
Seteth, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received a report from Shamir. I am increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious individual. We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward the church, especially if they are frequenting Garrick Mach.
Yes, that matter is of great importance as well. I shall continue my investigation. Rhea, for now I will have faith that you are placing your trust with the utmost care. I pray that nothing occurs to shake that confidence.
Okay, what's going on, guys? It's Lynx here. We're back to some more Fire Emblem.
Of course.
Okay. So, you're now a professor here at the Officers Academy, and we're going to be teaching to some students and stuff. But there's quests all around the monastery. You can ask different people, and we're going to accept the quests here in order to proceed. Let's go first talk to Alois and Sedif over here.
Ha! I imagine you were a bit surprised that I recommended you as a professor here. Frankly, we had someone else in mind for the role, but they ran off during our dust-up with the bandits. Can't entrust students to someone who's abandoned them once before, huh?
You saved the lives of the students you came across. That, at least, was admirable. Now you should make the rounds. Go around the monastery and see that you greet everyone.
Okay.
Of course. I assume you are already aware that you will be teaching here at the Officers Academy, correct? To start, please speak with the 3 house leaders. You should also take a look around the academy and acquaint yourself with your new home. That is your first task here at the monastery. Please let me know if you accept it. Once you have finished, come and speak with me. May I ask a favor of you?
So we had an iron sword, vulnerary, and 500 gold for this. Okay. So we're gonna have to talk to the students here at the Officers Academy, but you guys go over to if you press X, the interior menu, and go over to quests. You can go ahead and check all your quests and stuff, as well as your inventory and roster and everything. gonna head down to the first floor, and we're gonna talk to some students. At the top right, we have the mini map, and we can also
What do you think?
zoom out, or go to the full screen map. Yeah, cool stuff like that. Also, I have on my phone. So we see Edelgard over here. Let's go
So,
talk.
you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire. I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Hresburg. I am the princess and heir apparent of the Adrestian Empire. I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagles. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles?
No, because we're not gonna be using we're not gonna be using the class. So, yeah, that's fine. We're already Claude.
Well, scored a teaching gig here, did you? Talk about a great first impression. I guess that means I'd better introduce myself properly. I'm Claude von Regan. I'm from the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that madness. I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two. Have you met the folks from the
They all
Golden
say.
Deer House yet? Care to know more about anyone?
No, I don't care about the Golden Deer House. I only care about the the Dimitri's house. Yeah.
Please accept my apologies for the other day. You came to our aid, yet I hadn't even the courtesy to properly introduce myself. I am Dimitri Alexandra Blathid, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Of course, at the Academy, I am simply a student. And I've heard word that you are to become a professor here. Delightful news. I still have much to learn, but I'm confident I could benefit greatly from your guidance. In any case, welcome to the monastery. I hear you're investigating the different houses here. Did any of the Blue Lions catch your attention?
Yes, we're gonna see about everyone.
Me? Oh, please forgive me. It's difficult to open up on the spot, don't you think? I'm afraid my story has not been a pleasant one. I do hope that doesn't color your view of me, but I understand if that can't be helped.
Alright, so his personal ability is royal lineage, with plus experience earned by 1.2%. Or 1.2, or 120% basically. Anyway, his strengths are swords, lances, and authority, and his weaknesses are axes and reason. And reason's like offensive magic, and authority is something we'll get to later. Alright, anyway.
Hello.
Let's go to the next person, Dedu.
Dedu was born in Dusker, and has been loyally working in my service for the past 4 years. He's rather taciturn, but once you get to know him, you'll see he's a kind and good-natured young man.
I can see it, I guess. So his strengths are lances, axes, brawling, and heavy armor, and his weaknesses are faith or defensive white magic, horses, and flying. And then his personal ability is staunch shield, which, if you take note, actually accept the weight, grants defense +4 for 1 turn. Also, it means you can also move, but like, okay, yeah. Anyway, Felix.
Felix is the heir to House Fraldarius. He has a bit of a sharp tongue, but don't let that fool you. Deep down, he's a good guy. He gravitates toward people who are skilled. Perhaps you would enjoy a friendly competition with him sometime.
Anyway, so his personal ability is unit deals 5 extra damage for the battalion as assigned, or battalion endurance is 0. His strengths are swords, bows, and brawling, and his weaknesses are reason and towards authority. Alright, let's move on to Ash.
He's the adoptive son of Lord Lenato of Castle Gaspar, but I hear he was born a commoner. He has an extremely earnest personality, so I'm certain he will approach your lectures with great enthusiasm.
Alright, so his strengths and weaknesses are axes, bows, and reason magic is his weakness. His personality is lockpick, which allows you to open doors and chest out keys, and that goes along with his backstory, which we will probably learn later in the game. Anyway, let's move on to the next character, Sylvain.
Sylvain is the heir to House Gautier. He is a capable person who highly values his friends. That said, well, he's always been a bit of a skirt chaser, so to speak. Pardon my bluntness. I speak with him about it often, but it doesn't seem to help.
Anyway, so his personal abilities is Philanur. I don't know how to pronounce that. Female allies adjacent unit deals 2 extra damage and takes 2 less damage during combat. His strengths are words, lances, axes, and riding, as well as his weaknesses are bows. And it's pretty defensive unit. Some strength, I guess, yeah. Anyway, Mercedes.
I hear she was born to imperial nobility, but a twist of fate brought her to the kingdom. She may seem carefree on the surface, but she's actually a kind soul who pays careful attention to everyone around her.
Okay, so Mercedes' personal ability is Live to Serve, which I remember this from Faith. Yeah, anyway. When healing an ally with white magic, your unit recovers the same amount of HP as you healed. So basically, let's say you heal 16 HP to one of your units, she will also get 16 HP back. So, that's dope. Anyway, her strengths are Reason and Faith magic, and her weaknesses are Swords, Lances, Axes, and Heavy Armor. And her sacrifice basically show that. She's just a magic unit. 10 magic's pretty good. Anyway, Annette, next character.
Annette is Baron Dominic's niece. She is a talented student who scored extremely high marks at the Royal School of Sorcery. She's cheerful and hardworking. Brilliant, really. Though she can be a bit oblivious at times. I hear she caused an explosion in the kitchen last night.
Uh-oh. Anyway, so her personal ability is Perseverance, and it's basically a rally, which grants 4 strength to an ally. Her strengths are Axes, Reason, and Authority, and her weaknesses are Bows and Heavy Armor. On to the final character, Ingrid, my personal favorite.
Ingrid is Count Galatia's daughter. She is also a childhood friend of Felix, Sylvain, and myself. She is diligent, industrious, and principled. In truth, she is more knightly than most knights you will ever meet.
Her personal ability is Lady Knight and grants Might +3 and Hit +5 with gambits. Her strengths are Swords, Lances, Riding, and Flying, and she has no weaknesses, which is actually crazy. It's like you basically use her with anything. You can use her as a mage, you can use her as a Pegasus Knight, you can use her as a Wyvern Lord, you can also use her as a Cavalier, Paladin. Right, you can use her a class basically, as well as a Dancer, which we'll get into that later. Anyway, that is all the characters in the Blue Lions. Completed Lady Rhea's mission, and we get these Iron Sword Volturi as well as 500 gold. Yep, let's go ahead and first the audience chamber. Ooh, let's go.
How are you enjoying your time at the Academy thus far? I hope you have found our halls brimming with the vitality of well-intentioned souls.
I suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our 3 houses of students. I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task. But it is as the Archbishop desires.
The Black Eagles, the Blue Lions, and the Golden Deer. All so different. I hope you've made it a point to get to know each of them.
Since you are new here, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge of the remaining 2 houses.
Bruh, this is like Pokemon all over again. With Persona. Anyway, so Adrestian Empire, Black Eagle House. A house for students from the Adrestian Empire, meaning our nobility, and most of them use magic. So Linhart, Dorothea, and Hubert use magic. Most of them, that's not most, it's like, so there's 7, 8. 3 out of 8. That's 37.5%. Leicester Alliance, as a house for students from the Leicester Alliance, as per regional tradition, but they are skilled archers. So, Claude, Ignat, no, not very again. Yeah, it's only them 2. They're basically archers from the beginning, I think. Anyway, and Holy Kingdom Fargus, Blue Line house for students from the Kingdom of Artists, many value chivalry, and excel at military arts. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do the
So
Blue
you
Line
have
house.
chosen the
Yeah.
Blue Lions led by Dimitri, correct? Your heart has made its choice then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sincerity.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of Fodlan's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to lead them.
Brother? Oh, I am so sincerely sorry. I did not mean to interrupt.
I'm in the middle of something, Flame. Is it urgent?
No, it's nothing. More importantly, who is this?
This is our newest professor at the Academy.
Oh my! A new addition to the Officers' Academy! I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor. I am Sedith's little sister, Flame. I am so happy to make your acquaintance.
Let us focus on the topic at hand. There is something you should be aware of. In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the three houses, intended to gauge the current progress of the students. We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint the Archbishop. That is all.
Wait, does this mean our new professor is... No! I really can't believe it! But I was speaking to you so casually, as though we were companions. Oh, I am so sorry, Professor. You just look the same age as the rest of us, and... Oh, and I'm sorry I just said that too. I really must watch my tongue. You say that, but I just don't know about all of this.
I'll admit, it doesn't sit well with me either. After all, we wish to show you due respect.
Sure, but if the professor says it's okay, shouldn't that be enough? That is, if your highness can consent to such a thing. After all, we're already speaking this way to our future king, so we may as well relax our speech with our professor too, right?
Well, we're not in the kingdom, so it only goes to follow that we should all speak companionably. I concede. If the professor says it's fine, we ought to accept that kindness gratefully.
As for me, I'm not sure I can manage.
You don't have to force yourself if it's too difficult. You're fine with that too, right, Professor?
Such benevolence is a sight to behold. I don't suppose you would care to join me for tea. We could discuss education and marriage.
Control yourself, Sylvain. I have more important matters to discuss with our new professor. Come to the training ground later. There, you will show me what you're capable of.
You aren't wasting any time, are you, Felix? As it were, count me in for any such battle.
Pardon me, but I would also love to observe you in battle for future reference, if that's okay with you.
Ash, I won't have you speak of merely watching. You should join us as well.
If you get injured, simply say the word and I'll patch you up straight away.
Your Highness, do take care not to go overboard.
You worry too much to do. I'll be fine, I promise.
My companions, is there not something inherently wrong with crossing blades as a way to bond with each other?
Huh, I never thought of it that way. Well, if that's how you feel, I suppose you'll just stay behind while the rest of us are at the training ground?
Ingrid, my dearest friend, you really are too harsh on me.
Well then, Professor, what do you think? As you can see, the Blue Lion House is a lively bunch, but you'll find none who work harder. I'm certain we'll cause our fair share of trouble, but I'm very much looking forward to the year ahead.
So you're now joining the Blue Lion House. free money.
Say, while you're here, I'd like to use this device I designed to determine whether the power of a crest resides within you. Won't hurt a bit. Promise. You don't know about crests? Well, allow me to tell you everything, absolutely everything about them. Is your calendar clear? This will take a while. Crests are a fascinating topic, but before one can dive deeply into said topic, one must first understand what crests are. They are power incarnate. They are said to have been bestowed upon humans by the goddess countless ages ago. They exist within the flesh and are passed down through bloodlines. Those who carry crests may excel at magic, display exceptional strength, or any number of boons. Each crest has its own power, the nature of which is beyond mortal understanding. For now. I suspect as much, yes. But we won't know for sure unless I look into the matter. As I said, crests are passed down through the blood. However, just because someone carries a crest does not necessarily mean their descendants will inherit it as well. Only a scarce few descendants of a crest's bloodline end up inheriting that crest's power. Perhaps one of your ancestors bore a crest, and you just happen to inherit it. That is how a crest usually presents itself, after all. Yes, of course. I'll get to the bottom of it straight away. Now then, please go ahead and hold out your arm over this device here. What is this? A pattern I've never seen before. Is it possible an as yet undiscovered crest has been detected? To think there are still crests out there that even I am unaware of. How thrilling! Pardon my unrestrained jubilation. I have much to consider. You may leave now. I have more research to do in regard to this crest. Yes, so very much more research. But for now, your work here is done. What could this line here be indicating? Perhaps it represents a lack of symmetry. Or perhaps... What in the world? Oh, I see. It may be connected to that, but to a greater degree than usual.
Okay. We're almost there to the end. Okay.
With each moon, professors of the it notes the days on which events and missions will take place that month. Pay careful attention to your schedule, so that you may thoughtfully plan what you intend to do each month and when.
Okay, you'll have one day off each week, and you can choose an activity from the list, which is explore, seminar, battle, or rest. And you can select your calendar with the directional buttons to view the schedule. But you can go to the marketplace. Can't unlock that yet. We can't unlock that yet. What we can do is actually get Dimitri another one of the millions. Wait, what? We can buy. Oh my god, we can buy everything. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Okay. Wait, what the heck is this? Question marks are raising. Okay, I mean, what? Okay, we have that crap. Alright, so, yeah, cool, yeah, cool, yep, got it. Anyways, let's go to the journal so we can use some new game crap stuff. So, also, your appearance. I can't change mine. Alright, so I could... No, I don't want to do that yet, no. It's like, it's some crap later on. Press level up. You can get A. With your professional rank level C, you can assign a adjutant to follow you into battle. The number of adjutants you can assign for battle increases with your professor level. Stuff like that, it's cool. Per levels, you can get this crap. And I don't want to go too overboard, but I'm gonna get C rank and B rank. That's it, yeah? And that's it. Also, look there. So, crest items. What is this? Holder requires the personal and need. Occasionally conserve and use. Wait, does this like give you the crest? Well, like you have to have an inventory display. That's cool. That is how it works. Wait. Okay, what? That's crazy. Oh wait, I can only buy one. Oh. Okay. Crested Gloucester. Okay, no, that sounds good. I can get that. Alright. That's crazy. Okay, yeah, so... Okay, I understand how this works now. Okay, so basically, if you have, so in your previous, in the game that you played to get to New Game Plus, you could use this crap. Like, so if you chose Blue Lion's house last time and you're choosing Blue Lion's house this time, and you got your Dimitri in your previous, save file, up to, like, let's say A, you can get that right this time by buying it for now. But since I did not play Blue Lions, I played Black Eagles. I only got Mercedes as well as Ingrid. I didn't get the other units. No, I got Felix as well. Felix is actually pretty good. But yeah, I can get her Ingrid up to A+. I can get her Axis up to D+ as well. Which I actually may do that. No, I'll just start using Axis on Ingrid because I do have an extra axe. If you guys remember from when I took it from, it's amazing actually. Just put that there. But Ingrid, you can go and get the iron axe that we have. I guess you get iron sword as well because we have an extra one. No, Dimitri should take this from Dimitri. Okay, dope. Okay, so I think I'm gonna be using. Actually, I have no idea what character I'm gonna be using for this first thing.
These are the students' quarters. Commoner students also reside on the first floor, while the second is primarily for students of noble birth. As a rule, we try to avoid discrimination based on social status here, but the nobility can be quite insistent when it comes to matters of propriety. Speaking of, it would be best for you to avoid improper conduct. I expect you to set a good example for the students.
I will. Try to.
I'm not too keen on the professor of my class. I really hope to focus more on strategy. Maybe I should talk to my professor about transferring to a different class.
It's my class.
His Highness has said that he trusts you, and I have no cause for doubt. But if you mistreat him in any way, I will take action. I have a request.
So give me that. So that's when we
There will be a mock battle soon. We must not neglect our training. I trust that you will carefully study the strengths and weaknesses of each of your students, that you may provide effective guidance. Regardless of the results, this battle will be a great learning experience. Even so, what is the point of competition if the aim isn't to win? As this is your first time at the monastery, Please, allow me to show you the ropes.
I already know about all that crap, and I'll basically tell you guys about it. I'm not gonna talk to these guys, because like, there's no point, because I can't really. We actually know I can. I'm gonna talk to.
Oh, Professor! Have you adjusted to life at the academy yet? Me, I'm still not used to it. I'm not one for all this studying and training.
Hey, Teach. I hear there's gonna be a mock battle between the houses. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit concerned about facing an elite mercenary like you. Maybe take it easy on us. What do you say?
Yeah, no. I'm sorry, Claude. I'm gonna go all out. Because, like, Maddening is like level 9s. We already solved the dormitory.
I'm Captain
Leone.
Jared's first and best apprentice. I can beat anyone, Professor. Even you if I have to. It may have been only for a short time, but I learned from the absolute best.
What are you even talking about? Gerald literally just got here a week ago.
Just heading back to my room, bye!
Okay.
I don't like to come out unless I really have to. Hope you're okay with that, Professor.
Uh-oh. This is the greenhouse over here. We're not gonna talk to everyone because it's gonna take too long.
Did you come
Fuck
to look
the
at the
Asha.
plants too? The greenhouse here is really incredible. There are so many rare flowers I'd never seen back home, and herbs I never even knew existed. My adoptive father is the real expert. He taught me everything I know about herbs, including how to tell them apart and how to make medicines. You should try looking around the greenhouse sometime if the mood strikes you. Maybe something will catch your eye.
Let's think about that part. Now let's go talk to the gardener person here anyway. Now plant. I'm gonna go ahead and plant the one seed that we have. We're gonna cultivate it. Now I could use the Caledonian soil if I wanted to, but I'm not. I'm just gonna use it in infused magic. I'm not getting anything for that, so
My
just
thanks.
do that. I get more seeds for the next time we go to explore. That's all right, right? That. More seeds. Yeah, I could have gotten those beforehand and planted them.
Hi there.
I mean, you can fish here later on.
Unbelievable.
Oh, well, I just want to go to the marketplace, man. Come on. Okay, anyway. Let's go over and get this other quest here
Hello
from
there,
Flame.
I call you that, but I am afraid I am not a student here myself. My brother would not be pleased if he heard you saying such things. The monastery is
What?
kind enough to provide a sanctuary for my brother and I. He's the only family I have. Might you help me with a favor?
I'll just catch a fish at the fishing pond. We got the bait for it. So. Now, sir, would you allow me to fish, please? I'm the master of fishing. I'm gonna have to look. Professional. Okay, let's go talk to Flame. And now we can unlock the
You have helped me
quest.
so much.
I mean the fishing pond quest. There you go. Also, this is the dining hall, so that's cool. Too late to go over here. Where's the quest from Sylvain? Oh, okay, over here. Got it.
Professor? Hey, Professor. There's an inn that serves the most amazing food. It's one of my favorite places to eat. You simply must come try it with me. Professor, I've got a small favor to ask.
Got it. Okay, let's go over to the dining hall so we can go invite someone to eat with some support.
Yes.
Okay, let's see here. So, special. Anchor does not like it, but she does not dislike it. Dang. I don't even see like any of my students. I guess I can do these two. There's gonna be some special dialogue under that.
Today's dish was so good. Oh, but not as good as your homemade sweets, Mercy.
You're too kind. Maybe I'll bake some for you next time, Professor.
I'd be sure, I guess. Okay, yeah, so we basically have done everything.
Ugh, I really need to eat. I can't hold out until the next meal. Why can't the dining hall stay open all the time? I need to keep eating if I want to get stronger.
Okay, then Raphael.
I'm busy. Do you want something? I can't right now, but let's fight soon. I look forward to beating you.
Oh, you sure about that, Chief? I'm Professor level A, okay? I'm like the most goated player. Why? I don't have to say that part.